It has finished today. Altrincham 1, Torquay United 2. The Robins have gone down by the odd goal in 3. We're talking to Altrincham's goal scorer, Toby Mullarkey. Toby, there's plenty of encouragement in that performance, but ultimately it's a game that we've got no points from again, against a decent Torquay side.
Yeah, I mean, first half I think it's probably the best that we've played in a long time, but if we start second halves like we did, then obviously it's going to be difficult to pick up points. We've got to cut out errors and mistakes, which has led to the goal, because I think coming out at half time we were comfortable after that first half and looked like we were sort of back to how we were playing at the start of the season, and then obviously the mistakes have cost us, but we built into the game in the second half, and I think we were unlucky not to get something out of it.
What was your reading of the first goal? Because it just seems like we switched off for a second or two.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that's happening in terms of runners coming off people and people not picking up. It looked like a bit of a lapse concentration. Someone sneaked in unmarked and he's in on goal. So it's one of those that we've got to work on. Obviously we've got training now, we know Tuesday game, so we can hopefully put some of these things right.
Took us a little while to get into the game, but we started creating chances, and there was some good football played. You've equalised on the half-hour mark, and I've got to say I was really surprised when I saw it in the bottom corner, but it was a hell of a strike.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those I always like to play out from the back whenever we get the chance. I know recent weeks have probably not been able to do it, and I'm guilty of it myself and not been doing it. But when the chances do come, I like to step in, and obviously it's opened up, and I bagged one against them last season, so it was nice to get on the score sheet again.
And did you know it was in as soon as you left your foot?
Yeah, to be fair, it's one of those. If I get the contact right, I know that I've got a decent strike on me. So it was it was as soon as I hit it, I thought it was at least on target. To see it go in the back of the net was nice.
And you had the opportunity to advance. You must have gone 20, 30 yards before you've hit it. And fair play to you, because you've come from a deep position.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I was surprised that no one closed me down at the time, because the space opened up and I stepped in. And like I said, there was no pressure on me, so I thought I'll have a crack. It's one of those, if I put it over the bar, I'm probably getting screamed at. But to see it go in the back of the net was obviously a good bonus for myself.
And then early in the second half, Torquay have dominated the first 10 of the 15 minutes, and they've got the goal. But from our point of view, it's an individual error, and it's a bit of a catastrophic goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. They're coming from all over the pitch, but we can't, like I said at the start, we can't start second halves like that. We were inviting pressure on ourselves. I think we defended 4 or 5 crosses within the first minute, and then if we're making mistakes, it's going to lead to goals, which is what happened. And then it's obviously you give yourselves a bit of a mountain to climb in terms of trying to fight back into it. But I think in terms of the performance itself, that's us back to playing how we can, in terms of playing with the ball, moving the ball, attacking. So that was one positive in terms of getting that sort of performance back to it in terms of how we like to play.
And certainly the substitutions made a difference. I thought Isaac Marriott and Ben Pringle did really well, and AJ Leach-Smith as well. And also we got Jamie Morgan further forward, and in the last 15-20 minutes we created a number of good opportunities.
Yeah, I think that's one thing. Obviously we've got such a big squad, so we know we're capable of putting performances together, and like I said, the lads are all in it together. So subs, whether they're involved or not, always come on and make an impact. I think especially AJ and Prings have both, last couple of weeks, have been a massive difference for us when they've come on. Like I said, we've got to stay together. It's important that we do, because we're going for a little bit of a tricky patch, but we know that we can put it right.
We went very close. I think it was AJ Leach-Smith with a header which was cleared off the line, and also a shot which was cleared off the edge of the 6-yard box. He's a tricky customer and a very cool customer inside the box.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's got bags of experience. Obviously played with him when I was younger at Crewe. So he's a handful. Obviously marking him in training, I see what he's capable of, and like I said, when he comes off the bench, he always makes an impact. So it's good to see that he's keeping himself ticking over, and obviously when he gets his chances, he's taking them.
Ryan Colclough went close on a couple of occasions. Good opportunity in the first half. Header's gone wide, and then a very good free kick that's been tipped over by the keeper after the break.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dangerous player for us. Obviously that's what he's in the team to do. He's a threat whenever he gets the ball, and it's one of those things just maybe aren't falling for us at the minute. But on the other hand, we've only got ourselves to blame, like I said, with how we started that second half. But like you said, we've had 2 cleared off the line. We've hit the crossbar. On another day, any of those 3 can go in, and then we're right back in it.
And in terms of this run, it's a very, very bad run of results for the club. The season was going very, very well. We're still in 16th position, which is ahead of where we finished last season. But it's got to affect players' confidence when we keep losing week in, week out.
If we're putting in performances like we did today, no, I don't think it does in terms of the confidence, because obviously everyone could see today that we were getting at them, playing our brand of football. Obviously mistakes we've got to cut out, but we're a squad that are together. I personally have never been involved in a changing room like it, and I know that we're 100% committed to getting it right back on track, which we will do. It's just a case of sticking together and the results will come.
And as you mentioned, we've got a good run of games now in terms of not too many midweek games for the rest of the season. That does give us an opportunity to get it right for the Saturday games. In terms of preparation, it's so much better when you haven't got a midweek game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you look at the run that we've had, we've played all the big teams: Wrexham, Stockport twice, Grimsby. Obviously, with us being part-time, we're restricted to how much time we can get off the pitch to do some training. So with that Tuesday game now not being on, it gives us a chance to get some extra sessions in and work on things that we're maybe not doing right and put them right.
And Solihull Moors is our next game. Very good side, plenty of resources, and we've come up against a few clubs like that in recent times. And we've not had the best of luck against them in the last couple of seasons, but perhaps next Saturday is the chance to put that right.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if we're performing how we are doing like we did today, it's only a matter of time before we do get a result. If you look at the standard in the league, there's tons of big teams in it now. To say it's sort of non-league, I think everyone can agree it's not in terms of the teams that are in it now, the standard of it. Like I said, the weekend coming, Solihull will be another tough one for us to go and play against. But if we can get anything, a win would be mega. It's just about building that confidence back up and looking to get a result.
And you've progressed as a player, sort of in line with the club. Really played in the Northern Premier League with Nantwich, and then National League North and National League with Altrincham. What would you say are the main differences between National League North and the National League?
I think the big one is mistakes. If we're making mistakes, we get punished at this level. Obviously, going from the sort of the Conference North, you maybe get away with it if you make a mistake. 2 or 3, obviously you might get punished, whereas in this league, if you give anyone half a yard or someone capitalises on a mistake, you know that it's going on target and it might lead to a goal. The physicality, obviously it's a lot more physical in terms of what we're dealing with. People playing sort of full time up against sort of we're part time. The environment is obviously it's tough for us, but we know that when we're up there, when we're performing like we were at the start of the season, we can beat anyone on the day. It's just a case of building back up to where we were, which I'm sure we will do.
And still feeling positive about the remainder of the season?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the thing, we've got to stay together, which we definitely will. I mentioned the squad and how good it is and how together we are. Like I said, if you look at the start of the season, how things were going for us, and we had a little bit of a sticky patch. We've played all the big teams, so now it's just about building that momentum, taking performances into each game and building on it when we can.
That's the thoughts of Altrincham central defender Toby Mullarkey, who scored Altrincham's goal today in the 2-1 reverse against Torquay Utd. Solihull Moors next up on the calendar next Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. kick-off at Damson Park.